Hey there, you looking to get your account reviewed? Just head on over to our Discord, drop your toolbox public link in our forum, and we'll see you over at our stream, twitch.tv/Will39 Productions. Now, back to the video. What's up, YouTube? Will39 here. We're back again for another IdleOn account review, this time for Shmuncky, who's saying, hi, what are the ways I can increase my damage and drop rate? Well, if that's your focus overall, let's take a look at that. So, specifically for drop rate, let's take starting off with obols as per the usual. Okay, you're running full pop, that's good. Luck scaling is fine. Okay. As far as prayers go, well, you aren't running the drop rate prayer if you inherently want every single bonus. It's a bit more characteristic than that. So let me see here. We're gonna do drop rates. We're going to do damage. You're actually going to get a little custom one that we're going to do it for you. A bonus that's not shown in IT is friends bonuses. For drop rate, for friend bonuses, should be for drop rate. Yeah, it's there. But I don't think it might not like apply to the effect from the major list is what you're thinking of. Let's see. Critical, drop rate. Yeah, it shows right there, 0.24 from the drop rate bonus. But yeah, I can already tell immediately that your drop rate, you're missing a bunch of stuff just across the board. Okay, so starting off with at least prayers, you could run the drop rate obol, or not the drop rate obol, you could be running the DR prayer for sure. That could help. As far as your equipment is concerned, I mean, you're running all stats and money, which is fine. If your goal is to like entirely juice drop rate though, and specifically take advantage of it, I mean, why aren't you running Emperor? Realistically speaking, you should be able to get to it, especially if you're doing Zenith, so it shows your world 7 at minimum. So why are you not running Emperor sets for drop rate? And I mean, well, the AFK game's very good as well, and just in general, it's way better on Shizor for sure. But definitely, I would say it's Emperor set for everyone for drop rate per set for more for DR as well. Let me see. Haven't locked the Emperor boss for long enough. I've only got 6 tickets so far, but I've been playing too long. Okay, yeah, so 100% though, Emperor is going to be the way to go. I mean, if you're also talking about drop rate in general, we could be talking, how else do I want to phrase this? I mean, golden food is 100% a factor if we take a look. So if we head over to Beanstalk for sure. Obviously, you've got stuff, no, sorry, not golden breads, but golden cakes to affect drop rarity, which you do have some. You can actually craft them. So just keep that in mind, you can craft them. If you get the recipe for it, and let me pull my anvil over here. If you get the recipe from for World 6, you're able to actually craft the thing. So just keep that in mind, you can craft more golden cakes for your DR, so you can, Beanstalk, golden cakes, / craft golden cakes for DR. It is another option for you as well. Legs are dying. Thank you. Let me see here. Past that, let's go back to your characters and what we're looking at from across the board. I mean, you're at least looking decent okay. Do you have any drop rates specific keychains? Not inherently from what I can see. A few stats here or there, base crit. Yeah, nothing inherently that says, hey, I am good. Specifically the golden ones that you can mention. Yeah, that's all AFK gain. So you could farm keychains for DR as well, because that is you can roll drop rate keychains that will help you in the long run for sure. And then let me see here. The more I think about it, I mean, I mean, you have a good mix of items, but the more I want to look at your stats, the more curious I am for where exactly you're being held up at realistically. Yeah, Owl okay is offering a 0.68. I've had in total, I've got Emperor Boss like 2-3 days ago. Okay. Yeah, Golden Food's not helping you. Some achievements. Your land rank's not helping you. No, it's additive. Voting obviously isn't an effect. Schematics is different. Yeah, there's a few factors you're kind of leaving behind. But at the same time, I don't think you're like completely cooked is my point. Let's go ahead and take a look at your PO boxes. I assume they're all done. Drop rate, 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 drop rate. Okay, so at least you're working on that, which is perfectly fine. I think that's inherently good. The big thing I would say with it is just making sure you're finishing out the rest of them just in general, but obviously not a focus of what you want. If you're focusing on the damage side, it is good that you're working on damage, but again, the bulk of your damage is going to come from your gear specifically early, on top of your investments like stacking your golden grilled cheeses, pushing for more golden kebabs, which you can farm out with your World 6 Coliseum. Yeah, just in general, a lot of early golden food. But I did finish with P-boxes. Good. A lot of early golden food buff is really going to push your damage. So for damage is, you got Emp, and I want you to farm more golden cheese and farm golden sandwiches for sure. I mean, that's inevitably going to be like your best help. To be brutally honest, that's going to be your best help. Let me think. For cards, there's a few. I am curious what your cards are like. I mean, your resource cards are terrible, but there is... Oh, okay. So you do not have Ancient Golem, which is not going to help you at all. So for sure, you want to get started on that, which probably your whole grind isn't there, but I do want to make it note. So I want you to Ancient Golem card for drop rate there. Another one is the Demo mini boss, your big boy here. So definitely doing him up will help for sure, but you at least have 3%. So I'll give you that. You at least have 3%, but it's going to be Demo Mag Card for sure. As far else, I believe there's a few from the events. I think it was the cake. Yeah. But that, obviously, I don't consider anniversary cards to innovative effect. One thing, though, for sure that I am glad to see here, but I would recommend getting it up if you can, is obviously the Chaotic Cheese Source card does affect shrines, which means it'll affect Clover. So just keep that in mind. I am kind of curious if your guild has some bonuses, because I don't think we can access that here, if I recall. Yeah, I don't think we're able to view any of that jazz, but for 100%, guild will be able to grant you at least 20% drop rate. So assuming you're in a maxed guild, let's see. Assuming you're not in a maxed guild, get in one. Because the max guild effect from Golden Charm is 20%, so that's really not too bad. Let me think. Companions are another one. What companions do you have? Yeah, okay, so you do have like Crystal Custard, which is fine. That's gonna give it to you as well. Don't have Quenchie, so I would definitely trade for that. So I would say trade for Quenchie Pet. 100%. Trying to think. I mean, Luck Stat is going to give you some bonuses for sure. Just trying to think. I think that's really it for pets. I mean, given what you have. Riptide, no pig, which is fine. It's nothing really inherently worrying about that. Yeah, I would say... Oh, yeah, I would say let's move on to take a look at the big stuff. So, where are you at with Grimoire? Okay, so that's a big problem there. Yeah, you're basically at the stop of Skull Major experience, which is great, but if you go farther down, Skull Major drop rate. So I want you to get Skull of Major Droprate in DB. So pushing that will definitely help you out in the long run, that's for sure. As for damage though, since we're in here, 100% Skull of Major Talent and Skull of Major Damage are going to be huge. So Skull of Major Damage and Talent in DB. 100%, 100%, 100%. Let's take a look at your clickers realistically. Owl's going to be your best bet for drop rate. That being low will not help you, especially if you don't have a full effect for World 7's multis. Definitely, though, Owl Clicker. Owl Clicker, not clickers, thank you. Trying to think what else would be... Technically, yeah, stamps would be the next one, for sure. What's your drop rate? Oh, you don't have your drop rate stamp. Yeah, so 100% get your drop rate. I mean, that's just a farming or farming for trash. So I would definitely get golden 6s stamp. Push that out. I think World 1 specifics. I mean, your ovals are fine. I'm just trying to like think of every single aspect. So I'm like scrouching my noggin for this kind of stuff, but we could take a look at your drop rate in World 2 bubbles next, would be my next indicator. How are we looking? I mean, you do have some investment in your bubbles overall, but specifically drop rate only at 30%, which isn't too great for you. So I would want you to level your DR bubble. Get that pushed up. Sigils do have drop rate, if I recall. Anything else for me? Let's see. Boost from Golem's food effect, 100%. So Sigil's going to help you in that regard for sure. Yeah, because nothing else is like. There's something in here for Sigils that helps. So Emoji, Veg, Sigil for golden boost. Assuming that obviously you have the food for golden boost, because that's the big thing, right? No, isn't Trove in here? Yeah, drop rate. You're doing that right now. So yeah, you already know for Trove. As much as I'd say like going into World 3, obviously there's the whole plug with Fox Jewel in fucking Equinox, but yeah, for one, you don't have it. Two, it's additive early, and there's a lot more investment you should be doing here, like getting your liquid investment up or your sims up for damage, which I will note here. So matching sims from Equinox, get that going for sure. What do you think? Well, 4 would be breeding at minimum starting off. I believe cooking doesn't have a direct effect for drop rate, if I remember. It does offer boosts for golden food, but it doesn't inherently say drop rate from what I recall. I mean, it's good for cash and obviously the important bits and bobs like skill efficiency, damage, etc. But yeah, 100%. Yeah, golden food bonus. Damn. Okay. So for damage, at least, it's obviously going to be World 4 cooking. But as far as drop rate goes, it's going to be Yummy Peachring from World 4 cooking. Getting that going. Breeding, I know for a fact, has shinies. If we take a look at the shinies, yeah, Slime's there. There's a few others that are also drop rate related. I always go past them. Yeah, damage as well, efficiency. Bonuses from meals, so Sheepy's really reinforcing it again. Drop rate from Xylobone. Yeah, so in both categories, it's going to be shiny pets. Let me do shiny pets. Lab, don't think it inherently has much that you don't already have, because a lot of it's just tied to meal cooking is faster. Meals now give a higher bonus. Okay, so it is tied to at least a rhinestone. Welcome back, Demon. Yeah, damage, okay. Higher effects from active jewels. So yeah, in lab jewels, are definitely going to help you out. Yep, and depot. So on both categories, it's going to be lab jewels for both. Lab jewels. Rift for sure is primarily focusing around obviously stuff like Eclipse Skulls, things like that. But if we take a look at your Death Note, yeah, you've basically done none of your Eclipse Skulls for it, so that's not helping you. You're losing 5% multiplicative damage a go, which is not helping anybody in the long run. So Eclipse Skulls or 5% per 5% multi per. So 100% would recommend that. I mean, that's at minimum. We could take a look at Tome as well. As much as people don't like to, it is a form of damage and a drop rate multi. That being said, I don't think you have Gray Tome unlocked just yet. Or you might, but you probably just don't have it fully done up in Grimoire, if I recall. We double check the Grimoire here, because Gray Tome does affect it. Yeah, okay, so you have some investment. Not a lot, but some. But yeah, as far as that goes, Tome is going to be offering those modifiers to both damage and drop. And yeah, just in general. Tome bonuses. Tome bonuses. Get those going. Obviously onto sailing. Let's take a look. Yep, total damage for items for Slab, so that's just going to link back into Slab, but you're fine with Quant on that. As far as drop rate's concerned, I don't think there's anything that directly hints it other than Chilled Yarn, being able to do more bonuses from that. Bits, yeah, that's all fine. Shiny Pets, yeah, more damage for owning bars, but that's just scaling there. Total damage, which you've already got as well. Shimmer bonuses can be in effect, but it's primarily damage and efficiencies. And then winning bonuses for summoning are bigger, which, I mean, ceiling artifacts in both categories. So ceiling artifacts are going to help you out there. Divinity wise, you're not really going to get much out of either of them other than the last two, or second to last two, so being Flutter and Cruck. So just for damage sake, you want to do Flutter and Cruck Div. Let me think past that, because there's nothing inherently that is drop rates connected. Yeah, I'd say that's fine. As far as gaming is concerned, I don't think there's anything remotely tied to gaming from what I recall. Whole 100% does. 100% does. Where's your engineer at? Because it's going to kind of make or break it. You do not have it from what I can see. Yeah, you do not have Gloomy Looty, which is going to be the problem here. So for drop rates, you do not have Gloomy Looty. There's another one after this. There's actually a few. Respawns faster. No, where is it? Skill efficiency. Money with K-Gain's fine. New challenges. Collectibles. There is more to it, I know for a fact. Where is the Sanctum? It's there. It's Sanctum of Loot. I was like, I couldn't remember, but I know there's a Sanctum upgrade. So for you, it's going to be Sanctum of Loot. Get that going as well. Not Loot. Jesus. Autocorrector's trying to kill me. I think that's it as far as I recall. No, true Sanctum of Damage. Sanctum of Damage for sure. So Sanctum of Damage as well. And then there is, in whole, obviously, Gambit. Gambit has an inherent damage modifier, if we go take a look. Yeah, because Bravery obviously has damage for it as well. Nothing inherently for drop rate, but definitely for damage. So, Bravery Monument. As far as Justice is concerned, Justice, which you really haven't done much of, has more of the just helping everything else, so getting your artifact chance up, and obviously pushing your summoning, which summoning does have a damage effect, so getting your essence gain up is going to help, as well as getting all your monument gain up for the grinds in general. And then on to Wisdom, which inherently has a player drop rate effect. So, food for thought. So, Wisdom Monument. For World 6, it's really just going to be summoning, from what I recall, but obviously Slab is going to be based off of this as well because of the 500 for modifier and sailing, so picking up your freebies in Slab, which you have a lot of freebies you can pick up. Hoops and upgrades, yeah, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about those yet. But 100% it's working on your Slab, because obviously total damage. So, Slab, clean up. Not upgrade, thank you. And then on to World 6, farming, and farming is going to be tied to, obviously, damage with your crop depot, so pushing that up, so crop depot. As far as sneaking goes, there is a few charms, specifically in Jade Emporium, though. I believe it's more actually just getting the investment going for crop depot, nothing inherently focusing on that. But as far as I'm aware, there is charms that will affect it, so let's take a look. Some bigger summoning bonuses, obviously, from Crystal Comb. There's one for the stamps. Where is it? Yeah, Golden Food bonus effect for sure. Yep, bigger bonuses for non-misc stamps is going to apply it as well. So yeah, there's a few that you can tack on that will help in general. Yeah, Cotton Candy for 1.15x drop rate. So we will do Cotton Candy, World 6, Sneaking. We've got Crystal Comb, World 6, Sneaking. We've got Licorice. Oh god, I'm screwing this up already. Here we go. That Licorice. Roll 6. And then Gum Stick. Roll 6. And then Log for DPS. Yep, that's true. So yeah, there's a lot that you're kind of just leaving here. Specifically just because you're not either A, farming it out, or B, just don't have it, which is totally fair. You can buy them, whatever the case may be. But yeah, as my lovely compatriot Demon Lord says, Sparkle Log, World 6, Sneaking. In regard to everything else, obviously farming land ranks is going to help, and I just completely fucking blitzed my mind that there is specifically a drop rate one. And a damage, so Seeds of Damage, and then there is a, where is it? Yeah, there it is, Seed of Loot. So for damage, it's land ranks and land ranks. I won't include the upgrade from Sneaking's Jade Emporium because it's inherently tied to Crop Depot, so fine. I'm not too particularly worried about trying to double dip every specific thing. It's assumedly that you're buying it, and then that's where you're at. The only other things I can think of is really summoning. Obviously, we've talked about Beanstalk already, but summoning, pushing your damage with the newest tier of Teal. Is Teal not shown on here yet? I guess it's not. Yeah, I guess it's not shown here yet. But Teal does have a damage upgrade that you can grab. So, am I wrong? Am I being dumb? Probably. Where am I being dumb? For the new stuff, where is it? Oh, well, this is here. Because they haven't unlocked it? Nah, not this time. Yeah, it's like, I swear, like, I've looked at this before and I haven't seen teal before, but hold on. If I go to my world 6, and I'll show you here. If you go over here to world 6 and you go take a look at your summoning, teal does have one, where it's this one I'm trying to click on, player damage right here. So that would help you out. So teal summoning essence, and it would be just summoning wins in general and summoning wins in general for your drop rate as well. But yeah, I mean, the bulk of when it comes to doing your upgrades, as far as damage wise, is your best bet is going to be pushing for your equipment. Your equipment's really what's going to hold you back for a lot of it. That and farming out your golden food. Like, it's fantastic that you have what you have. This is a good baseline, but 10,000 grilled cheese is really nothing in the grand scheme of things. And if we take a look at your Beanstalk again as well, I mean, you haven't the 100 million mark. You're close on that. You still have to do 100k on just golden non-witches, man. That's base damage, you know? And in general, if you're just looking to push your account, I mean, AFK gains are right there. You know, you've got plenty of XP that you could be stacking on your golden nigiri. So I think you have a lot of avenues you could absolutely improve your account, for sure. I mean, this is kind of a chunky list for where you can really get all the most bonuses out of it, but oh, and oh my god, I nearly completely forgot. Emperor has drop rate. Emperor has drop rate. Yeah, 100%. It's late, and obviously you're gated to your attempts, but Emperor has drop rate, so it completely like froze my mind. And light has drop rate, but yeah, I mean, the bulk of this is just going to come down to obviously touching everything across the board. Obviously, we saw from your companions, you have like the Mallard, which is 1.3x. Let me think. I did not take a look at where you're at for sneaking, which is a factor. Okay, so you're not at full sneaking yet. You do have drop rarity, which is great, but you are not at sneaking yet, so I do want to include that. So sneaking mastery. But hopefully this list of little effects can help you push your damage, juice your drop rate as per the usual. But that being said, folks, I've been Will. This has been another IdleOn account review, more of a specific review this time, but always happy to help as per the usual. So please remember to stay safe out there and have a good one, everybody. Adios. Hey, so you made it to the end of the video. This is where we give a little shout out to those amazing YouTube memberships and awesome Twitch subs that help keep the channel going. Especially a shout out to KH3 Confirmed, Load 60, and Zeno89.